Hi, let's be friends.
HKFM.
Well, a pleasant good evening, everyone, for the final time this year inside the friendly confines of Jim Baker Fieldhouse, courtside at Buck Balzer Court. Crusader basketball is on the air on 95.9 HKFM, streaming on the Ad Astra radio app and on the Crusader Sports Network tonight, powered by Next Tech Wireless. Next Tech Wireless online at nexttechwireless.com. We are Kansas. 4A sub-state final action tonight here from the gym as the 17-4 Buhler Crusaders for a third time this season will match up with a 14-7 El Dorado Wildcats. The winner moving on to next week's 4A state tournament in Salina. Hi, everybody. Herod West alongside Chris Shank and Carson Moeller. Welcome inside the Midway Motors drive to the game. One of 8 4A finals happening across the state today. Other finals in the West tonight include McPherson at Pratt, El Dorado, of course, here at Buhler, Rose Hill at Andale, and Rock Creek at Abilene. In the East, Labette County is at Eudora, Atchison at Bishop Miege, Tonganoxie at Paola, and one final today, Topeka Hayden, who came in with a losing record, has the 12 seed, upsets Wamego in their state sub-state final today, 52-37. So the Topeka Hayden Wildcats at 9-13 have already punched their ticket to state. The Crusaders coming in with a opening round sub-state win over El Dorado on Wednesday night, 52-42. Peter trailed only briefly. A Wade Meyer 3 gave the Crusaders a 3-2 lead early in the first quarter. They never trailed again. Peter led by 6 at halftime and by as many as 13 points in the second half. Wellington would make a late run, cutting the lead to 7, but Buhler was able to seal the game away at the free throw line. The Crusaders going 46% from the field. They went 9 of 22, or 9 of 22, excuse me, from the three-point line. Let's relive some highlights of Wednesday's win. Jackson for 3. Both! Knocks it down. That is Jack's 22nd from beyond the arc this season. Makes it 8-4.
Lots of confidence in that shot for Jack.
High pass up top to Isaiah Hernandez. Threads the needle to Ricker, left wing 3. And Grant has 5. And Buhler extends their lead to 7.
Third tray of the evening.
By Malachi Rogers. The Crusaders on the year shooting 40% from the outside. And Grant Ricker just hit another, and a timeout by Wellington. Up top, Jack. And he baits the defender into a foul at the top of the three-point line. Knocks down the 3 through contact. Third quarter, Meyer for 3. And that is a huge shot from Wade Meyer.
Yeah, just the second basket of the game, but a huge.
Ricker falls down. Eddie with a brilliant defensive play. Deflects the ball and knocks it away. A steal. Wade Meyer, 3, left corner. Got it!
Third tray of the night for Mr. Meyer.
And highlights from that win over Wellington. Jack Voth finished with 20 points in the game. And good news is Jack's been out warming up again tonight. There was a lot of uncertainty about his knee after he hurt it in the Winfield game, Christopher, and he was able to go. I thought maybe he'd play limited, but he played a lot more minutes on Wednesday than expected.
Yeah, it was one of those nights that they were hoping that they could just play him sparingly, maybe get a lead and then sit him. But, Wellington played the Crusaders pretty tough, and so Jack had to play a lot of minutes. The big thing, and you saw it, Carson, there was a lot of times where on defense maybe Jack wasn't able to get back like he normally would because he's a guy that hustles at both ends of the floor, but he still got to the 20-plus point mark and still made his presence felt even with an injury.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell as soon as the game tipped off, he was very ginger, very protective of that knee. And as the game grew on, he grew more and more confident with it in his ability to use it. And I think that by the end of it, he didn't care where his screens were set what leg he would jump off of. He still tried to land on that other knee, but he was willing to do whatever it takes. He's out here tonight. It's taped up, has a brace on it. But, Doc Lackey takes great care of guys who are struggling in the training room every day. He's rehab that. The bike's not out here today, so that tells me something, that if the bike's not out here, they are confident in his ability to play tonight.
And so important tonight against this El Dorado team that comes in having won 8 in a row, including that late season win over Buhler at El Dorado. But they don't really, the Wildcats, have anybody inside that can match up ability-wise, physically, with Jack Voth.
Yeah, they don't have a true post player. This El Dorado team's one that just wants to run. They're a very guard-oriented team. So tonight's a night where Jack could really have a big night offensively inside for Buhler.
Well, Buhler split, as we mentioned, in the regular season with El Dorado. They won here in the Fieldhouse in January. That was January the 11th, 78-74. It was a blowout win through 3 quarters. El Dorado scored 33 points in the 4th in that game, and they can score in bunches. Jack Voth on that night had 24. Grant Ricker finished with 22. L.J. Bergstresser had 24 for El Dorado, and Jeremiah Kimboy had 20. Fast forward to February 22nd at El Dorado. Buhler was shorthanded, had 2 starters missing from that game. Several others that had been sick that week. Buhler still manages to lead going into the 4th quarter, but El Dorado again with a 4th quarter run to come away with a win, 62-55. That was only Buhler's 4th loss on the season. We expect quite the matchup here tonight between these two, with a chance to punch that ticket to the state tournament next week. Buhler looking for their 27th state tournament appearance all time, of course the last coming in 2020. Our coverage part of the HCC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless tonight. Brought to you in part by Hutchinson Community College, by Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Dix Phillips 66, by New Phelps Flooring, and by Daylight Donuts. And certainly something other than basketball heavy on our hearts today, and that is the wildfire situation happening south of Buhler and east of Hutchinson. It extends into portions of Harvey County, so much so that the sub-state finals at Burton were postponed for tonight. We understand that a number of homes or structures have been lost today, and families really fighting for survival of their properties. And so our heartfelt thoughts are with those families and with our firefighters as they work overtime hours to try and protect so much out there in what is a very dry area. Latest updates, by the way, happening with the wildfire can be found on our Ad Astra Radio Facebook page if you go and search for Ad Astra Radio on Facebook. More of our Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up here from the Gem after this on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
You're on a Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Visit Midway Motors on 30th Street in Hutchinson or online at midwaymotors.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
Stop by H&R Block in Lyons, Ellsworth, or Hutch today.
For your concrete, dirt, gravel, and sand needs, contact the folks at Gravel and Concrete. A family-owned business since 1962, now in its 3rd generation. They've been supplying Reno, Rice, and McPherson counties with quality concrete, sand, gravel, dirt, and decorative rock for over 60 years. Call Gravel and Concrete today at 620-422-3249. That's 422-3249, or stop by and see them a half-mile south of Nickerson High School, just north of the Arkansas River on Nickerson Road. Gravel and Concrete.
At Hansen Orthodontics, Dr. Levi Hansen combines years of orthodontic experience with the outstanding efforts of his entire team to provide excellent orthodontic results and smiles our patients are proud to show off. Hanson Orthodontics is all about creating happy, healthy smiles every day. What are you waiting for? Their consultations are free. See why so many patients place their trust in Hanson Orthodontics for their care. Contact their offices in Goddard, Hutchinson, and Wichita, or check out smilesbyhanson.com today.
HKFM.
Well, back here at the gym, our Midway Motors drive to the game. Let's update you on what's been happening in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. From regular teeth cleanings to advanced periodontal work, your hometown dentist is Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. 1 4A boys final from today, and that is Topeka Hayden upsetting 10th-ranked Wamego 52-37. The Hayden Wildcats at 9-13 are moving on to the 4A sub-state on the boys' side. 4A girls representatives were decided yesterday. The West Sub-State Finals, Wellington defeated Circle 58-29. Andale over Augusta 47-29. McPherson beat Rock Creek 43-38. Clay Center over Clearwater 31-30. Eudora beat Paola 54-38. Wamego down to Holton 53-26. Miege over Hayden 67-31. And Labette County beat Fort Scott 49-41. So the 8 girls teams in the 4A state tournament next week will be Wellington, Andale, McPherson, Clay Center, Eudora, Wamego, Miege, and Labette County. A host of other sub-state finals being played tonight on our Ad Astra Sports Network. Action from 2A Remington as well as 2A Sublette, 3A Nickerson, 1A Stafford, and 1A Central Plains. 1A sub-state finals scheduled for Burton tonight have been postponed until tomorrow afternoon because of the wildfires, and now scheduled to tip around 1 or 2 o'clock tomorrow. You can find streaming, schedules, and more on our sports page at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. We'll preview round 2 of Buhler and El Dorado coming up here, as we're about 15 minutes away from tip-off from the gym. This is the Midway Motors drive to the game. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
This is the HCC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless on Ad Astra Radio. Classes through Hutchinson Community College are affordable, convenient, and flexible. Take classes online, anytime, anywhere.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier 2-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today to learn more about what we have to offer. Visit hutchcc.edu/admissions for more information.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
Much like going to the doctor for a physical, we can perform a physical on your vehicle. Hi, this is Steve. Welcome to the full service experience of Red Rock Auto Center. Allow us to do a complete physical on your vehicle to ensure its complete dependability. Whether preparing for holiday travel, batteries, or brakes, we are your locally owned, family owned, full service repair facility. Visit us today in South Hutchinson or go to redrockautocenter.com. Red Rock Auto Center. We're here when you need us.
HKFM.
And back here on the Midway Motors drive to the game. Midway Motors, family owned and operated and committed to making our communities a better place to live. Visit one of their 6 locations throughout central Kansas. The second seed in the 4A West, Buhler. 7th seed El Dorado. The Wildcats at 14-7 have won 8 straight, dating back to February 4th. Their last loss came at Rose Hill on the 1st of February. The Wildcats average 63.5 points a game and give up 58. They won their sub-state opening round game over Circle on Wednesday, 55-36. Carson, you and I were talking about the fact they have a number of dynamic scorers. Summers, Sundgren, Kimboy, They've got a whole host of them. Burke, Stresser.
Yep.
They really don't have a solid inside presence. Not anybody that can match up with the likes of a Jack Voth. And so I think that'll be key, how Buhler does inside, getting to the free throw line, and obviously cleaning up the glass. I think will be important tonight.
Yeah, their best inside presence is Jeremiah Kimboy, the 6'2 senior, but he's really their 3. He really plays the 3 position for the Wildcats, and if Buhler's able to work in Jack down low, work in Diedrich, and also get Matthew Eddy some touches down there, they're going to be able to dominate down low. They're not sick anymore. They're not dealing with colds as much, and so this is going to be a game where they're back, well conditioned, and they want to just pound the ball on the inside. And then they're going to kick it out and let Grant, Wade Meyer, and Isaiah shoot it.
Buhler comes in averaging 58 points a game, scoring 50. Buhler kind of fell a little bit in love with that three-point shot in the Wellington game, and certainly you'd like to see, as we talked about, them getting back to working down low. They've got to avoid those rash of turnovers, kind of go through some moments where the offense becomes stagnant. I think the more they move, the more they pass, they can really break down this El Dorado defense. Not a team in El Dorado that stays engaged constantly on the defensive end.
No, without a doubt. This is a team that struggles at times on the defensive end. They almost go away and let the other team do whatever they want. And so I think that for the Crusaders to have success, they need to rely on what's got them here in the first place, and that's being quick. That's showing their depth, showing how well conditioned they are, and how well they defend. They got to be able, very active on the defensive end, but they also got to be able to run the floor and spread the wealth on the offensive end as well.
Buhler shot 55% in that January 11th game against El Dorado here in the Fieldhouse. Not so well at El Dorado. They were shorthanded in that game. Fantastic matchup. El Dorado dynamic scorers, not great defenders. Buhler, you know what they're going to try to do. Pound it down low to the big guy. And then solid outside shooting from Meyer and Ricker. Buhler and El Dorado coming up in tonight's sub-state final. Part of the HCC Road to a Championship. Presented by Next Tech Wireless. Crusader basketball this season on HKFM. Brought to you in part by the Buhler Booster Club, by Hutchinson Family Dental, by Jackson Meat, Rise Up Renal Prevention Network, and by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. Tough results for our Buhler Bowlers yesterday at 4A State. Our girls placed 5th. Tegan Nielsen, the top individual, in 16th with a 573. The boys finished 7th. And Trent Sheridan individually 5th at a 690. More coming up. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
You're listening to the HCC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless on Ad Astra Radio. Experience wireless built by Kansans for Kansans. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas.
Get amazing coverage and unlimited talk, text, and data with Next Tech Wireless Advance Pay. These prepaid services mean you're not locked into a contract. Plus, you can get 4 lines for $100 and devices on us. The best part is, you don't have to be a prepaid customer forever. Come build your credit history with Next Tech Wireless, then get the phone you really want. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Hi, this is Randy Gotti with the Buhler Booster Club. Check out their Crusader Closet at our next home football game. Our customized designs and inventory are continually updated, from seats to blankets, t-shirts and sweatshirts, shorts and joggers. Crusader Closet has you covered for all things Buhler. All sales support our Crusader students through the Buhler Booster Club. Like the Buhler High School Booster Club on Facebook to keep up to date and outfit your entire family with the Buhler gear they want at the Crusader Closet.
Gabe here from Midway Motors with our newest sales associate, Lane Novotny. You know, Lane, I can remember, many years ago, obviously meeting you for the first time and instantly made a connection with you. And I could tell in that short time how much that customer satisfaction means to you.
Well, and that's what I noticed too about you as well. You care. And that's what I do about my customers. I care. I want them to have a fair and honest deal when they work with me. And I think that I can offer that better now through Midway Motors.
I know you can, Lane. Find us at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
HKFM.
Well, back here from Jim Baker, Crusader basketball. We're about 6 minutes away from tip. Fellas, as we get closer here, let's just talk about maybe one or two keys in your eyes, in your mind, things that will be important tonight.
Well, I think the Crusaders, what has been the biggest thing for them this year, if they can get to the free throw line, that's going to be the big thing. Get to the free throw line, knock down a bunch of free throws, get that separation there, because tonight, be effective there, and just try to keep Jack as healthy and involved in the game as possible.
Well, for you, Carson?
I think that they got to be able to work the ball around. Grant Ricker, Wade Meyer, and Isaiah Hernandez are the two that I'm really looking out for. If Wade can get a few shots to get knocked down, and he feels confident and is able to set his feet, he's going to be able to knock down. On the defensive side, Isaiah is going to have to lock down Burke Stretchler. If they're able to limit the point guard of the Wildcats and put some pressure on him as soon as he gets across the timeline, they're going to be able to cause a lot of havoc for the Wildcat offense.
Well, you look at the athleticism of a Hernandez or a Meyer, those are two that could really be defensive nightmare matchups. And so hopefully that is the case tonight. Matt Eddy, another one who's a wild card off the bench who could really wreak some havoc when he is in the game. In the Big 12 today, West Virginia beat TCU 70-64. Oklahoma State upsets Texas Tech 52-51. And KU went to overtime in Allen Fieldhouse to beat Texas 70-63. That secures the Jayhawks at least a share of the Big 12 title. Baylor is beating Iowa State in the first half 30-19. Also, Oklahoma beat Kansas State today 78-51. Do have a few early high school scores as many of the sub-state finals began at 5:30 today. And in girls action in 2A, Remington leading Berean Academy at the end of one, 12-7. Also in girls action, Central Plains leading Center 12-7. On the boys' side, a low-scoring first quarter, Heston leading Cheney 6-5. Again, plenty of action on our Ad Astra Sports Network tonight. The schedules, streaming audio and scores online at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Ray & Sons Roofing, by Cargill Salt, by the Sheila Metzger Agency, by the Medicine Shop, and by Midwest Iron and Metal. Our Crusader Pep Band across the way. This will be their final home game of the year, too. And the final home game for head band director Eric Stambaugh, who is leaving to move on to HCC next season. And hopefully we'll get to go to state. And those guys will get to travel with us next week. Provide a little atmosphere in the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Guys, opening round games next week will be on Thursday. All right, our final timeout. Starting lineups and the tip next. Here from Jim Baker. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
This has been the Midway Motors Drive to the Game on HKFM. The HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups and tonight's opening tip are next. You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Did you know that the evaporated salt produced at your local Cargill Salt facility is among the purest of all salts? Cargill Salt of Hutch is proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
The medicine shop. When you drop your prescriptions off, the personal care you'll find there will make you feel all better. The meds you need delivered with speed. The lowest prices guaranteed. Get your prescriptions with no hassle at 14th and Main at the Little White Castle. You'll feel all better at
Hey, sports fans. All great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
Have a smile you want. Come and see us today. We have time for you. Open Friday and Saturday.
Hi, I'm Dr. J. You can have the healthy, beautiful smile you deserve. Come see me today at Hutchinson Family Dental.
Dr. J. Stuckey, Hutchinson Family Dental.
HKFM.
And our Crusader Pep Band with tonight's national anthem. Let's meet our Heartland Wealth Strategies starting lineups located inside Heartland Credit Union on North Main in Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross at 669-0177. For the 14-7 El Dorado Wildcats under the direction of second-year head coach Drew Culbertson. A 6'2 senior, number 1, Jeremiah Kemboy. A 5'10 senior, number 3, Jaden Sundgren. A 6'2 junior, number 5, Barry Summers. A 5'11 junior, number 22, LJ Bergstresser. And a 6'5 senior, number 34, Connor Clausing. Again for El Dorado, it is Kemboy, Sundgren, Summers, Bergstresser, and Clausing. For your fourth-ranked Buhler Crusaders, it's 17-4 under 7th-year head coach Ryan Swanson. And coach got his 95th win as a Crusader on a Wednesday. At guard is 6'2 junior, number 11, Grant Ricker. Grant averaging 12 points a game, shooting 44% from the outside. At guard is 6'2 junior, number 13, Wade Meyer. Later averaging 8 points a contest. At guard, a 5'11 senior, number 14, Isaiah Hernandez. He had 9 assists in the Wellington game on a Wednesday, averaging 6 points, 5 assists a game. At forward, a 6'4 junior, number 2, Diedrich Willard-Trask, averaging 4.5 points, 3 rebounds. And a 6'5 junior, number 34, Jack Voth. Jackson in double figures in all game but one this year, 22 points and 9 rebounds. Willard-Trask, Ricker, Meyer, Hernandez, and Voth for the Crusaders, who will be in their home whites with the maroon and black trim, maroon numerals. Road blacks tonight with the red and white trim and red numerals for the El Dorado Wildcats. Wade Meyer is going to tip for Buhler. It'll be Connor Clausing for El Dorado. And there is the whistle, and the tip controlled by the Wildcats, underway left to right with Crusader basketball here on KWHK Hutchinson and the Crusader Sports Network. El Dorado to our right. This is Bergstresser at the point, drives mid lane, kicks out far side, Sundgren. Up top now, Bergstresser. Kemboy with a spin move into the lane and stolen away. Trying to play it low to Clausing and picked off by Jack Voth.
First turnover of the game.
And a good start. Here's Zay off the screen, rolling left to the baseline. Out of the wing to Ricker. Grant out high. El Dorado opens it a man. Now a steal by Summers and a lay-in good.
Barry Summers, just an athlete. He's a kid that had a good game against Buhler the last time they played.
El Dorado with a 2-point lead, 7:11 to play in the first. Ricker feeds off to Meyer. Meyer right side to Vogt. Jack down that lane. Here's Grant, left side three. Got it!
Good to see Ricker getting started early. That gives the Crusaders their first lead of the night.
Grant Ricker three makes it 3-2. 6:49 left in this opening quarter. Bergstresser missed in the lane. Rebound Vogt. Jackson clearing the boards that time. Peter with a 1-point lead in the ball. Right to left. Hernandez in front court off of Vogt's screen. Left side Ricker, long two. That is around and in.
So Grant Ricker feeling it. He is 2 for 2 from the field tonight.
Yeah, remember he started off red hot in the Wellington game. A 3-point advantage here. 6:18 to go in the first. Sundgren out high, plays it to Summers in the lane, off to Clausing. Ball knocked away and stolen. A deflection and a steal by Ricker. Grant, and bumped. Ball out of bounds. Bumped low by Kimboy. And they're going to call a foul on Jeremiah. A late whistle there. I thought maybe they were going to make a no call there, but a late whistle.
Yeah, with how delayed that call was, I thought for sure it was going to be a no call, but good for the officials calling a foul there.
Well, a foul on Kimboy. Ricker at the line, misses the front of two. Grant, 64% on the season. Buhler is a team at 70%. One more, 5-2 game, 6:03 to go in the first. Grant missed them both. Rebound in the mid lane to Clausing of El Dorado. Now Zay knocks the ball away. Summers able to save it, far side circle. 5:52 to go in the first. Here's Summers from the left elbow, drives left side lane line off the window, miss. Clausing, rebound and stripped. That'll be a foul. It'll put Clausing at the line. It's going to be on Isaiah Hernandez. It'll put senior Connor Clausing at the line. He is, of the 5 starters, he is the one that gets the least amount of attention. He has the toughest matchup, trying to protect the rim against Jack Vogt. Knocks in the first free throw. He matches up size-wise with Jack, but Jack's stronger and obviously more skilled with the basketball. Clausing, though, makes it a 1-point game with 2 free throws. Here's Zay, across the timeline around Bergstresser in that lane. Tries to float it on the baseline to Diedrich Willard-Trask. It goes over Trask's head and out of bounds. A second Buhler turnover.
Yeah, Buhler playing just a little bit tight here out of the gate, but when you got a state tournament berth on the line, you're going to have some nerves.
El Dorado back the other way. Bergstresser pull up in the lane, missed, but he is fouled. And so some early foul trouble for the Crusaders, as Ethan Stambaugh is going to come off the Buhler bench, the junior guard. That is the second on Isaiah.
Well, what's crazy about it is that Isaiah usually can go through entire games with only getting 1 or no fouls. And it's not that he doesn't hustle on defense. He's just so quick and so smart at what he does.
Bergstresser knocks in the first. Zay comes out. Stambaugh in the good news is a guy like Zay, he can be controlled enough to not pick up that third foul. He's going to have to be. Bergstresser with one more at the line to retake the lead for El Dorado. And it missed, back iron. Rebound, though, tapped out to the Wildcats. A 5-5 game. Kimboy with a drive and a scoop and a score. And it's 7-5. El Dorado by 2 on a 3-0 run. First bucket for Kimboy. 5:11 to play in the first. 7-5 Eldo. And now ball knocked loose. Vogt saves it in the right corner to Stambaugh. 3 long. Rebound down low, El Dorado. Kimboy comes up with it.
Well, the tough thing with Hernandez on the side, that puts Ricker on the ball, and he can't move as much offensively if he's playing point.
LJ Bergstresser missed the 3, right wing. Rebound, Grant Ricker. Ricker up the floor, floats it to the left baseline to Willard-Trask, out of the wing to Meyer for 3, missed. Rebound, Stambaugh trying to play through Jaden Sundgren. The 2 tangle, and they're going to call a foul on Stambaugh.
3rd foul already on Buhler. And even though we're only down 2, just playing a little bit tight, a little bit rushed, and a little bit hurried here in this first half of the first quarter.
Our coverage tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. 7-5, Bergstresser in the lane. Up top, Clausing. Here's Kimboy trying to escape away from Wade Meyer. Now an offensive foul on the Wildcats, charged to Kimboy. And that's big because that's Kimboy's second. He's going to have to come out of the game. And in comes Trent Baker, the 5'8" senior.
And that's a big loss for El Dorado because Kimboy just one of those energy guys. He's a guy that it doesn't seem on either end of the floor, he's involved in so many plays.
Yeah, they want to run the ball through him. They want him to get a touch on offense, and he's such a special player. With him out, Isaiah back in, Crusaders have to capitalize.
Zay is in, replacing Grant Ricker. Buhler down 2, 4:13 to go in the first. It's 7-5. Here's Meyer out high, far side to Isaiah. Down low, Jack Voth on the right block. Plays out of a double team and shoots it up and in over the outstretched hands of Trent Baker.
That's what leaders do when you need a bucket. They get it done inside.
Tie ball game. El Dorado misses inside the other way. 3:51 to play in the first. Buhler with a rebound. Hernandez quickly up that floor. Right baseline, Willard Trask out high. Jack for 3. Miss, strong. Rebound, Stambaugh. Back up. Shot missed. Rebound, Voth. And a foul.
Yeah, they're going to hit Barry Summers for the foul. Is great offensive board inside by Stambaugh. He wasn't able to finish in all the traffic, but then Voth got the board. He gets fouled on his way up, and actually going to put the foul on Connor Clausing. So the big man for El Dorado picking up his first.
Well, El Dorado doing what so many teams have done as Jack knocks down the first. A 79% foul shooter, Matt Eddy in. Diedrich Willard Trask out, the junior off the bench, checks in. El Dorado packing the lane, trying to keep some kind of a hold on Jack Voth. So far, not working. 4 points for Jack. Buhler back in front by 2, 9-7 on a 4-0 run here. 3:27 to go. First quarter. El Dorado's Bergstresser at the timeline. He's going to be guarded by Wade Meyer. Buhler playing a traditional man-to-man. Bergstresser to the free throw line, up top to Summers. Summers on a crossover, runs into Eddy. In the corner, Sundgren, 3 is long. Clausing with a rebound on the baseline. Ball poked away, saved by Bergstresser. They work it down low to Summers in a double team. Passes out. And a long 3 from Bergstresser, missed. Rebound, tapped out of bounds off of Connor Clausing.
Well, anytime Buhler can force El Dorado into a half-court set where El Dorado has to run through an offensive series, that's not El Dorado's MO. They want to try to push it, get transition buckets, and I love seeing Buhler forcing them in that half-court.
We talked about that advantage with Voth. You saw it there on defense that time as Clausing got the ball down on the right block and couldn't do anything with it. Here's Zay, right corner, Stambaugh, who's tripped up and fouled by Jalen Sundgren.
Yeah, Sundgren just went straight for his feet, and an easy foul call there for the officials as they knock Stambaugh to the deck.
Not only did Stambaugh see the floor on that play, Matthew Eddy got full arm extension pushed. But I like the mismatch here with Trip Baker in the game, and as Gannon White comes in, there's a lot of size the Crusaders have right now. Look for them to go back inside to Jack.
Yeah, Gannon White, a 5'10" sophomore, in for Clausing. Long 3 right side. It's good! Isaiah Hernandez!
That one would have been good from a zillion miles away. What a shot.
12-7, the lead goes to 5. Now a miss inside for El Dorado and a steal. This is a 7-0 run and a whistle and a foul.
Foul's going to be called on Bergstresser as he reached in on Jack Voth.
Well, when you get scoring from Isaiah, it's like the whipped cream and cherry on top of the ice cream.
Yeah, Isaiah does such a nice job of being unselfish and sharing the basketball. When he can score, that just adds such another dimension.
And El Dorado in one of those stretches where they disappear.
Yeah, the Crusaders want some more points out of this as they're going to finally inbound the ball in the backcourt.
Up by 5, 12-7, 2:21 to go now in the first. Hernandez, Eddy, Voth, Meyer, and Ricker. Here is Jack out high, guarded by Barry Summers. A smaller El Dorado lineup on the floor right now. Without Clausing, without Kimboy. Ball knocked away in backcourt by Sundgren, saved by Isaiah Hernandez. And then Isaiah looking for Jack, who taps himself on the chest. That ball got away from him out of bounds. It'll be a third Buhler turnover.
Yep, he zigged when he thought he was going to zag.
Bergstresser will take his time getting across midcourt here with 1:54 to go in the first. Far side, Sundgren. Out high to Summers on a drive, ball stripped, and a steal. El Dorado gives it back. Here comes Grant down that floor. Meyer left side circle, through traffic, in the corner to both. A catch, a shoot, missed. Rebound Sundgren.
Yeah, Buhler got a good offensive look that time. Nobody was out on both, but just wasn't able to drain the three.
Summers down low, shot in and out, no good. Rebound Jack Voth.
And even though Summers got both beat on a step or two, he was able to use his length to alter the shot and then get the defensive board.
Now Zay on the crossover against Bergstresser. Near side circle, Meyer. 1:09 to go in the quarter. And Wade, ball in the left baseline to Eddie. Matt Eddie, after not really playing last year, has gotten some big minutes off the bench. Here's Grant inside, missed, but is fouled. And that'll put Ricker at the line. Of course, you say that about Eddie. You could say that about almost everybody on the floor, minus Hernandez and both.
Yeah, these guys really stepped up, played a lot of good minutes on the JV side last year. Very dominant team. They stepped up, and we're going to see Miles Frederick here after this first free throw.
Gannon White commits the foul. Here's Grant at the line. The first missed. Ricker's now missed 3 in a row at the free throw line. Diedrich Willard-Trask returns. And as Carson mentioned, Miles Frederick, the 6'1 junior, checks into the Buhler lineup here.
And Grant just really uncharacteristically struggling from the free throw line. He's almost a 70% free throw shooter. Good to see him back on track there with that make.
The second goes in. He's got 6 points. 13-7, 6-point lead, 8-0 Buhler run. 52 seconds to go in the quarter. Sundgren works it low to Closet. In the corner to Logan Garner. Ball knocked away, saved by Eldo. And they'll work it back up top to Bergstresser, guarded by Eddie. On a drive and a dish and a score by L.J. Bergstresser. 13-9, lead down to 4, 27 on the first quarter clock. And Coach Swanson wants a timeout. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Buhler 13, El Dorado 9. We're back in 30 seconds. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Disaster strikes your home or business, call your hometown team. Call Phoenix Restoration. Hi, this is Robin Swanson. My husband Ryan and I and our team at Phoenix Restoration are proud to be Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company. When the unthinkable hits your home or business, we are here to help. We'll put our 10+ years of experience to work to help you recover. Check us out at phoenixrestorationandroofing.com. Phoenix Restoration will help you rise again after your disaster.
HKFM.
Back here late first quarter. Buhler with a 4-point lead. They'll hold for the final shot of the quarter. They'll get the ball to start the second. Isaiah picked up by Logan Garner. Boy, that's got to be a mismatch if there was one. The sophomore asked to guard Isaiah Hernandez.
Yeah, he drew the short straw.
Nice feed low to both. Jack missed. Gets the rebound, gets stripped, and that will get us to the end of the first. All kinds of physical play on the inside. Jack got a good look, couldn't get it to go down. 13-9 our score. Buhler with a 2-possession lead at the end of the first. Live from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Back in 1 minute on HKFM of the Crusader Sports Network.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Neufeld's Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Neufeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
HKFM.
Second quarter, Buhler to our left with the ball. Here's Jack Voth at the free throw line. Drives on Clausing, over Clausing, shot missed. Jeremiah Kimboy's back for El Dorado with those 2 fouls. He pulls down the rebound. El Dorado could pull within a bucket here. Kimboy to Summers. On high to Sundgren. Now quickly back to Kimboy. Here's Garner on the right wing. Summers in the lane. Around Willard Trask, off the window and in.
Yeah, Summers with a nice strong take inside. Offensively for Buhler, man, they are letting him bang away on Jack Voth down low. Let's see if they continue to just let him get away with all that contact.
13-11 the lead. It was 6, now down to 2. Here's Meyer, left elbow jumper, and that is Wade's first bucket.
Well, you talked about it, Carson. One of the things you're really looking at, how Wade Meyer could score tonight against El Dorado.
That's going to be the key.
7:03 to go in the half. Summers against Willard Trask. Far corner to Garner. Garner dribbles from the left wing to the right. Gives off to Sundgren. Far side against Summers. Cut off by Diedrich. Out high to Kimboy. Clausing sets his screen. Kimboy missed the 3 badly. Rebound Jack Voth.
Yeah, I don't think that one drew any iron net whatsoever. I mean, it just hit the backboard.
Zay will bring it across the timeline. He stops right on that Crusader at midcourt. And the ball poked away. Jack had it knocked away. Now a steal by Kimboy, who goes up, and Meyer fouled him. And I'm okay with that foul. Make him earn it at the line. It's just Wade's first. Never a big fan of giving somebody an easy bucket if you don't have to.
Yep, you want to avoid the and one situation, and so he got the stop, and now, like you said, Kimboy's got to cash 2 free throws.
And he misses the first. Eddie and Stambaugh return. Willard Trask and Hernandez go out for Buhler. Trip Baker waiting to return to replace Jeremiah Kimboy, who hits the second free throw. He's got 3 points, 2 fouls. He'll leave the lineup. And a 3-point game, 15-12. 6:16 to go here in the half. Our coverage part of the HCC Road to a Championship presented by Next Tech Wireless. Grant Ricker up this near side of the floor. Now a spin move on Bergstresser. Feeds it to Eddie on the left baseline. Matt dribbling through traffic, through Clausing, and they're going to call a charge. Trip Baker stepped in front of Eddie and took the contact.
Wow.
That'll be the first on Matt. Team foul number 5, turnover number 5.
That might be the first offensive foul on Matt Eddy this entire season.
Now Bergstresser off to Clausing along that right lane line, trying to shoot over Jack. Great defense by the big. And Clausing shot up, missed. Rebound Voth.
You can just tell Jack Voth is making Clausing very uneasy down low.
Buhler by 3 with the ball back into front court. Meyer with a drive, gives up Eddie right side circle. Off to Wade, off the screen. Meyer, a couple of steps back, being guarded here by Clausing. Feeds it in the corner to Stambaugh. Back up top to Voth. And Jack on a spin, cut off by Summers. Near side circle to Meyer. 5:13 to go in the quarter. Long 2, Wade missed. Left side, rebound Summers. El Dorado down 3 the other way. Barry with a spin in the lane. The dish is good, and it's a 1-point game.
You can just tell El Dorado when they bring the ball down, I mean, they are looking for an ISO game to try to get a shot off right away. They do not want to work the ball on the offensive series.
And Jack the other way, gives up to Eddie. Layup good for Matt.
Very unselfish play made by Jack Both. He draws all the attention in the world. Defenders collapse around him, dishes at the last second for Eddie's lay-in.
First bucket for Matt. Now Bergstresser driving the other way to foul on the floor. Stops play with 4:37 to go before halftime.
Grant Ricker's going to pick up his first foul. And LJ Bergstresser was the guy that took it inside. And I tell you what, I don't know about you guys, but Bergstresser seems like he is one of the best body control guards we've seen all season long. He has the ability to kind of throw his body into guys and really get those foul calls.
Meyer comes out of the game, replaced by Stambaugh. 17-14 Buhler. Gannon White back in there for El Dorado. Plays it out high to Summers. Dumps it off, right side circle. Trip Baker on a drive. And a take by Baker. Some rare points from him. Makes it a one-point game again. 17-16. El Dorado loves that ISO game out high. Here is Hernandez off right side to Grant Ricker. They rotate it low to Jack against Summers. Double team. Wait, where in the world is the foul? Ball taken away. And Bergstresser stripped out of bounds. It is deflected off the Crusaders. Where in the world on the other end was the foul?
They're swallowing the whistle, and Buehler's at the offensive end of the floor. But tell you what a play made that by Stambaugh. That was just a whale of a defensive hustle play.
Jeremiah Kimboy back for El Dorado.
These guys are playing like there's no tomorrow because the loser of this game, there is no tomorrow.
Up top, Summers missed on a three. Rebound, Jack Voth. Peter by one. 3:45 to go in the half. Isaiah across the timeline, out there playing with those two fouls. Right side, Ricker, only Crusader with 2.5 so far. Now the ball knocked loose, and it goes off El Dorado. No, Baker touched it. Baker touched the ball. And now they call a technical.
I don't know if it's on. They're going to give a technical to Grant Ricker.
Baker touched the ball.
But let's see, they're having a debate. I think Ricker's who they're going to get the technical to, but.
Wow.
I saw it right in front of us.
How could you not see it?
And now Kimboy will shoot free throws.
Wow. And that's Isaiah's third.
So they put the foul on Isaiah. Originally, they signaled it was on Ricker.
Well, and for Isaiah Hernandez to pick up a technical, I mean, that's so far out of character for him. So El Dorado retakes the lead, and they'll have the ball after the technical foul. Isaiah comes out. The officiating has been extremely one-sided in some instances. Now the foul count on both sides is close, but the fouls on Buhler have meant so much more in this half. Here's Baker, left side three, missed. Rebound, Wade Meyer. Isaiah Hernandez, I bet he hadn't had a game all year where he's had 3 games in 4 quarters. Ethan Stambaugh out high, left side, Willard Trash. You got to play through it. Just got to block all that mental stuff out. Meyer with a take and fight.
Holy cow.
Going to call a charge on Wade. This is just unbelievable. And now another technical.
Holy cow. Holy cow. Wow, that was one of those plays where Wade took it inside, got just tattooed. Pretty easy call. And they call him for the charge.
A technical on the coach. And El Dorado's got 2 more free throws. This is some of the poorest excuse for officiating. Bergstresser hits the first free throw. Wade Meyer got hammered driving inside. I mean, he got just unloaded on. They call him for a charge. And I understand coach's emotion of being upset and getting the technical. And it's now, or should it not be, 20-17? Did Bergstresser make both free throws?
Bergstresser made both free throws.
So it should be 20-17. And the Buhler fans are giving the official who is called both technicals the business. And this is the loudest I've ever heard Jim Baker. They've got it at 19-17. Dorado with the ball. 2:50 to play in the half. Ball knocked away. But saved by Kimboy, and now they're going to call a foul down low. Did Jack take a charge?
Yes, they're going to call a charge, so Barry Summers will get whistled for his first foul.
Barry Summers' shot got blocked by Grant Ricker, and then Summers collided with both, and they call the charge. That is Jack's 11th of the year. 2:43 to play. It is 20-17, a three-point game, and now they're going to call a foul across the timeline as Diedrich Willard-Trask got knocked to the floor. And that is going to be on Jaden Sundgren, his second. It's going to put Diedrich at the line for a 1-and-1.
Tell you what, just one of those quarters where just, man, you want to talk about tempers and emotions flying.
You want to be able to tell this playoff game.
Yes.
I don't think it's any easier to tell than right now.
Diedrich Willard-Trask, 20 of 34 at the line on the year. Misses the first. Jack with a rebound. Both up and in, missed. Rebound Dorado with a three-point lead. 2:32 to go. Bergstresser.
Yes.
Holy cow!
This place is absolutely rocking.
23rd of the year for Willard-Trask. Well, Buehler's got to take that energy and turn it into something positive on the offensive end.
Yeah.
Stuck on 17. They've scored just 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. There's been a lot of energy and emotion expelled by the Crusaders. They need to get something done on the offensive end here.
Stand by, Willard-Trask, Ricker, Meyer, and both out there. Isaiah Hernandez on the bench with 3 fouls. Jack Falk to play it in. Dorado will play full court here. And they're going to have the big fella bring it across the timeline against Barry Summers. Jack's going all the way, stops, pops, missed. Rebound loose over that, saved by Wade Meyer.
Huge board there by Meyer.
Both for 3 over Summers, missed. Rebound, Dorado. 2:10 to go in the half. Buehler's got ice cold from the field. Far side, Logan Garner. He'll drive in the corner, Baker. Up top to Gannon White. Back to Baker. Baker for a 3, missed. Rebound both.
All right.
Buehler just 1 of 4 in this half from beyond the arc. Dorado's not made a 3 in the game. Here's a drive off to Meyer. Meyer in the lane, pass deflected. Saved by Stambaugh. Wade open for 3. That's too strong. Rebound tapped out. Saved by Willard-Trask to both. Yes!
Great to see Jack Voth just take it in strong. The threes weren't dropping for Buehler. Voth makes it happen in the paint.
And it's a 1-point game, 20-19. 1:16 to go in the half. Dorado, Logan Garner on a drive. Shot goes off the side of the backboard. Rebound Buehler. Crusaders down 1.
Golden opportunity here for Buehler to try to retake the lead.
Ricker across the timeline to Voth. Voth isolated on Summers. Floats it in the corner to Stambaugh. Ethan on a drive and replays it out high to Ricker. Grant spins, drives, left side lane line. Shot up, shot missed. Rebound, Clausing, and a foul on Ricker. That'll be Grant's second. It'll be the 10th team foul on the Crusaders. It's going to put Connor Clausing at the line for 2. For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has offered the highest quality education at an exceptional value. It's not too late to get enrolled. Learn more online at hutchcc.edu as Clausing misses the first. Matt Eddy returns for Buhler. Willard Trask goes out. Live from Jim Baker, the Allen Samuels broadcast booth as Clausing hits 1 of 2. A 2-point game, 21-19. Buhler's led in this half by as many as 6. El Dorado by as many as 3. Jackson drives, scored it, and a foul for Jack Vogt.
Count it, ties us up at 21 all with a chance to put us back on top for the first time since early in the second.
And the foul on Trent Baker, his first, as Miles Frederick will come in, and Grant Ricker will go out.
Wildcat number 1, Kemboy. Number 3, Sundgren.
Jeremiah Kimboy, Jaden Sundgren, and L.J. Bergstresser all return for El Dorado. 28.4 seconds on the second quarter clock. This is Jack Vogt for an and one. Free throw missed. Rebound, Matt Eddy. Back to Vogt. Right side, Meyer.
Well, if Buhler could somehow get the lead to go to the break with the lead, with all that adversity that happened in the quarter, that would be huge.
Coach wants a timeout to call a final play here. 21 all, 19 seconds to go in the half. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
HKFM.
Well, again, we want to remind you that for updates on what's happening with the Wildfires south of Buhler and east of Hutchinson tonight, as a large area has been evacuated. I believe some structures have been destroyed today. You can get continual updates on our @Astro Radio Facebook page. Isaiah Hernandez back in there with those 3 fouls and 13 seconds on the clock. Here's Ricker to Vogt in the corner, down to 9 to shoot before halftime. Meyer out high, Hernandez, 4 seconds. Grant's going to have to take a contested shot at the buzzer, missed. And that'll get us to halftime, all even at 21. But it was not a stellar quarter for the Crusaders, who for the longest time only had 4 points. They finished with just 8 points in the quarter. El Dorado went on one of those stretches with, boy, they can really score it as they score double digits. Buhler in some foul trouble, got 2 technical fouls, and they have 3 players with 2 fouls or more at the half. Jack Vogt with 8 points for Buhler. Barry Summers with 6 for El Dorado. 21 all here in the Fieldhouse. Crusader basketball brought to you by Johnson Sheet Metal, by the Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Wade Patton Insurance, by Ideatech, and by Whitco Steel Products. We're back to talk some Crusader baseball after this timeout on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
To exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
We are ready for a new and fun event. It's the Shamrocker. Rise Up Reno, Salt City Brewery, and the Soul Preachers are inviting you to join us for a fundraiser, including live and silent auctions, refreshments, and live classic rock band. We can't wait to see you at the Shamrocker, March 12th, 6 to 11 p.m. at Memorial Hall. Tickets are $25 and include awesome door prizes for the first 150 guests. Find more information at riseupreno.org. Rise Up, Reno.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed? Tired of overpaying with online companies? Hi, this is Tyler with 37 Print Co. in Hutch. Come see us and get your shirts printed locally. Check out our work on our Facebook page at 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Whether it's a new build, a remodel of a kitchen, interior, exterior, or an insurance restoration project, Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. We stand behind our work and have lasting relationships with vendors, suppliers, and most importantly, with you, the customer. Erickson Custom Building, proud to support all high school activities. Call 620-585-2816. or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
HKFM.
Well, back here at halftime as we're going to talk some Crusader baseball here at the half with assistant coach Conradi. Coach, that's the loudest I've ever heard the field house. That was crazy.
It was an exciting first half for sure.
A lot of emotion, and we'll see how things play out in the second half. You guys, of course, started to practice this week. I'm really hoping we didn't waste all that nice weather.
No, it's been a couple years since we had a first week that was like this, but we took advantage of that weather because looking at next week, it might be
a little different. You might be inside some.
For sure. So we had a good week.
Seemed like a lot of last year the regular season was so cold.
It was cold. So hopefully this spring we can get things going. And
well, let's talk about first of all what you got coming back lineup wise. Obviously Matt Eddy was such a huge piece in the middle of that lineup last year. Lost some really good bats. That's going to have to force some other guys to step up.
For sure. We did lose a good group of seniors, but we also have 10 seniors that are replacing those guys, so it'll be good to see who can step up and fill some roles.
Yeah, it's a huge class. Kids that have played a ton of baseball, and they know each other so well. Feels like you'll be pretty solid defensively if you can get some of those bats going. And then, obviously, at this level, so much about the pitching.
Exactly.
You'll have Jeffrey and Brad coming back. What do you anticipate beyond that?
Those two for sure, and then we just Matthew Eddy will step in. We also have we really this week was a good sign to see who could actually throw. So it'll be interesting who's going to step in the third, fourth spots for us, and who we can put in there. We got a big freshman sophomore class as well, and so we're not counting any of those guys out to fill a role.
Right. Kind of funny how it works. I mean, you're going to have this long stretch of practice, and I think the first week of the 3 weeks of the season, you only have one doubleheader a week, and so you're only going to need those two front guys for about 3 weeks.
Right. That works out. I mean, since we're starting so early, we can go Thursday, and but also at the same time, we have some guys to get them acquainted on the mound before we really throw them out there.
Yeah, you don't want to throw them in the big pressure situations later in the year. The league's going to be tough. I think, again, Mac, we expect them to be pretty good.
They've been young the last couple years, and so they will be tough. But at the same time, we have this group of seniors that have been up and fill in. So
kind of, I would imagine, left a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you hate to lose the way we did, especially with the expectations that we had. But at the same time, Buhler always has the expectations to get to
24th, I believe, at Rose Hill. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. We got to go on the road down there and get going. So we're excited.
Well, the way it goes, it'll either be 100 or 30. Probably.
For sure.
One of those two.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much. And we'll see you later this month.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
That's Coach Conradi with us to talk some Crusader baseball here. More of our halftime coming up right after this on HKFM of the Crusader Sports Network.
Live
Thanks,
on your
Coach.
smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app.
At Adams Brown or
Conditioning company, but our family at County. Through 4 generations, our specialty has been the Lennox brand, but we 662-0224.
Come visit us at Buhler Dental Care. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment or email online at drdaldds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
HKFM.
Well, back here on our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report, we'll remind you the Rise Up Reno Prevention Network helps promote healthy behaviors through youth leadership, school-based mentoring, and community investment. And El Dorado just chop away. Eventually they would wrestle away the lead at 20-17. They led by 3 late in that second quarter and then tied at 21 here at halftime. El Dorado has won the battle at the free throw line so far. That's been a big part of the game. 9 of 12. Buhler just 3 of 8. 8 first half points for Jack Both. 6 for El Dorado's Barry Summers. And we're back to start the second half next on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
1947. It was the year the McKenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. McKenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At McKenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
Winter has arrived and getting out of a warm bed can be tough on cold mornings. Make it easier with the Newtone heat lamp or heater exhaust fan combination for your bathroom. You'll have energy-saving warmth and instant comfort in your small or large bathroom without adjusting the thermostat. They're easy to install and prices start at $50. Plus, add a 15, 30, or 60-minute timer. Call us today at 620-662-0531 or stop by Sunflower Electric at 100 West 2nd in Hutchinson.
HKFM.
El Dorado to start the second half with the ball to our left, and Bergstresser in the lane missed a shot. Jack Voth has been huge on the board so far tonight. Gets another big rebound. Buhler back the other way. And Grant Ricker, Voth, Hernandez, Meyer, and Willard Trask. Wade was out of the locker room early working on his jump shot. Buhler just 1 of 5 from the outside in that first half. Big news that El Dorado really won the free throw battle in the first half. Willard Trask down low, missed a shot. Rebound El Dorado. El Dorado was +6 at the line. Buhler had those 2 technical fouls. Here's Kemboy on a drive off to Bergstresser. 21 all as we start the second half. Here in the West, Crochet, Carson Muller with you from Jim Baker in the sub-state final. Winner plays next week in Salina at the state tournament. Off a screen, Sundgren down low, cut off by Ricker. And out high to Bergstresser. Bergstresser will shoot the 3, missed. El Dorado's not hit an outside shot in this game.
And that really is to the Crusaders' advantage because this El Dorado team can get really streaky from outside.
Here's Jack down low. And he's got 10, his 4th bucket in the game, and Buhler goes back in front. 23-21.
First player to double figures for either squad.
Well, right side, Bergstresser on a 3. They're going to call LJ for traveling.
He's over there trying to lobby with the official there to no avail.
Well, you got to figure that coach in the locker room, coaching up his guys, hey, put out of your mind some of the things that you got frustrated about or that got under your skin in that first half. We got to come out and start fresh.
You can't let one instance rattle you for the rest of the night.
And it's a 0-0 ball game, 21-21 all. This is where it counts. One more half to keep your season alive.
All right, Jackson into Diedrich. And the layup for Diedrich. Willard Trask, his first bucket. And Buhler on a 4-0 run to start the half.
Well, both draws so much attention. The defenders all went to him, and it left Diedrich wide open.
Now a whistle in the lane the other way.
We're going to get Wade Meyer for his 3rd personal.
25-21. Wade becomes the 2nd Crusader with 3. He joins Isaiah Hernandez. Boy, they've really got to play smart in the second half. as Ethan Stambaugh will return, and Meyer's going to come out.
Well, it changes the dynamics immensely going from 3 to 4 fouls, so hopefully Isaiah and Meyer can both finish this quarter without getting their fourth.
3 El Dorado players have 2. And now 3 fouls each on Meyer and Hernandez for Buhler. Here's Kimboy guarded by Stambaugh with help from Ricker. Right side to Sundgren. Up top Bergstresser. 5:38 to go in the third. Summers on a shake and bake and a spin, and the floater is good.
That was just an athletic play made by Summers. Faked to his right and then went to his left.
25-23, both the other way. Inside a hard. Crawls off the rim. Rebound goes off Jack out of bounds. Our coverage from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth brought to you in part by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Red Rock Auto Center, Ediger Family Dental, by Phoenix Restoration, and by Schmidt Electric. El Dorado down to our left, right to left with the ball. Sundgren pull up in the lane, in and out, no good. Jack Vogt with another rebound.
Jack has done such a nice job clearing the glass tonight at the defensive end.
Isaiah now in front court. Out front, Ricker for 3. Yes!
Big bucket there for Ricker, his second tray of the night. Buhler's lead is their largest since the first quarter.
5-point lead, 28-23, 4:46 to play in the quarter. Shot missed by Sundgren, rebound loose, and Bergstresser comes up with it for El Dorado. Inside Summers with the left hand, he's got 10.
He's the first Wildcat to the double-figure mark. And this El Dorado team's one that can pile up the points, so Buhler's got to keep being efficient on the offensive end.
28-25, and now a steal and a layup good by Kimboy. Check that, it was Barry Summers.
They just had a one-man press going there against both. He lost the handle, and he was able to get the steal in the lane.
Well, that 5-point lead has been cut now to 1. 4:09 to go in the third quarter. Buhler now with 6 turnovers. Isaiah to Diedrich at the left elbow. Drives, kicks to Stambaugh, right side circle. Buhler in the half court here. On the north end of the field house, Ethan Stambaugh dumps it off. Right baseline, Willard Trask now another steal. Summers again in the lane, reverse layup, and El Dorado's taking the lead back. El Dorado on a 6-0 run. They got to stop turning the ball over.
Yep, 2 of those buckets were right directly from Buhler turnovers.
Well, you just cannot turn the ball over. Here's Stambaugh on a drive. Willard Trask, 10-footer left baseline, missed. Rebound Kimboy. Well, you felt good up 5 a moment ago. Now you're down 1. Here's Kimboy on a drive. Gives up to Sundgren. He floats in the lane. Missed. Rebound tapped about. Taken by Isaiah. Hernandez ahead to Willard Trask. Diedrich inside. Stripped out of bounds. Knocked away by Bergstresser.
Well, this officiating crew has been consistent in one thing. When you're going in on layups, they have been having a lot of no calls this evening.
Wade Meyer, Matt Eddy back in for Buhler. Ricker and Willard Trask go out. 29-28, El Dorado by 1. These 2 league foes that split in the regular season. Both winning on their home floor. For 3, that's long. And a rebound for Trip Baker. And now Baker trying to play it ahead to Kimboy. Got a little bit ahead of himself and threw it out of bounds.
Billy Watson over there just got clocked in the head with that pass.
Moved the table over there. Mr. Abbott's having to readjust things over.
You know, sacrifice yourself. Always save the computer.
Always save the computer.
Here is Voth, the right elbow. Jack drives inside. Hard take and scores it.
Well, Voth is so efficient when Buhler needs a bucket. He has done that all career long, just answering when Buhler needs one.
30-29, Buhler back in front by 1. Kimboy at the right elbow. Isolating against Stambaugh. Ethan knocks the ball away. Great defensive play by Ethan.
He's having a great night defensively for the Crusaders.
Now Bergstresser on a drive and a score.
And Bergstresser just had a tiny crease that time, but so much speed he accelerated through and got the lay-in.
Jack in. 2:06 to play in the quarter. And a full timeout. Back in 60 seconds. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
their beginnings in 1989, Wifco Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada, and they're still growing. Apply today at wifcosp.com. Wifco Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Rib Friday at Jackson Meat. Just a reminder that every Friday we have fresh smoked baby back ribs. Don't miss out. Call ahead and get your name on the list.
Experience the difference at Jackson Meat.
Hi, this is Jade with Idea Tech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler, Kansas. Idea Tech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you'll talk to a live person from our offices in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
HKFM.
Well, a couple of finals in the 2A. Berean Academy girls who punched their ticket to state. They beat Remington today, 50-22. Now Dorado down one with the ball, 2 minutes to play in the corner out of the timeout. Kimboy to Summers. In the lane, shot blocked. And taken by Jack Vogt. And here the other way, Central Plains boys win. 46-41 over Center. They came into Sub-State with 1 win.
Yep, so they are going to the 1A D2 state tournament with 4.
Headed to state. Heston with just 1 loss on the year. And 3A boys, they win tonight. 49-41 over Cheney. Left elbow jumper missed by Grant Ricker. Rebound Buhler. And Sterling also winning tonight. Here's Kimboy trying to throw it to the wing to Bergstresser. Deflected out of bounds, they say, out Buhler. I believe that is girls. Sterling 74, Elkhart 43. Some finals in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. In 4A at the half, McPherson leading Pratt 31-20. Pratt the top seed in the 4A West. Bergstresser missed on a jumper from the elbow. Rebound Kimboy. Kimboy walked, and they will call it.
Yeah, the crowd was going to come out of their seats if they didn't call that walk there. Another game just went final out at Stafford. Pawnee Heights boys have qualified in 1A Division II over Stafford, 43-34.
32-31. Buhler by 1. Wade Myers, the ball knocked away by Logan Garner. Gets it back. Both will set a screen. Wade Meyer rolls. Feeds to Hernandez. No look pass out high to Vogt. Jack trying to fight through 2 defenders. And a whistle and a foul called on El Dorado.
I think it's going to be on Logan Garner. It will be on him. One of those fouls way out on the perimeter, trying to defend Jack Vogt in a one-on-one situation.
That is the first on Garner. First team foul of the half on the Wildcats. Sub-state finals tonight. Solana Central and girls play, leading Hayes High at the half, 34-14 in 5A. Here's Zay, left corner 3. This should be huge. A missed. Rebound. El Dorado able to track it down. Gannon White comes up with it. In the 6A boys sub-state final, Lawrence Free State with the lead in the third quarter over Hutch High, 28-16. Jeremiah Kimboy isolated out top on Matt Eddy. Clausen coming up to set the screen. Kimboy with the drive and the score. 33-32. Shot at the buzzer won't go for Buhler. And El Dorado will take a 1-point lead to the fourth quarter. 33-32 Wildcats. 8 minutes to play in this sub-state final. We're back in 1 minute on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas, is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
Rise and shine. It's daylight time and time to go to your happy place. 30th Street Daylight Donuts makes all of your favorites from scratch each day. Warm and fresh, just like you like them. When you eat Daylight Donuts, it just makes you feel better. A little happier, a little more productive, and now more than ever, we realize it's the little things in life. So start your morning by stopping in your 30th Street Daylight Donuts, 1435 East 30th, or order ahead online at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com. Open daily, 5 a.m. to noon.
HKFM.
Oh, I know the words warm and fresh donuts make my heart happy. Buhler ball to start the 4th down 1 on their home floor in the sub-state final, 33-32. It was tied 21-all at halftime. Wade Meyer, just one bucket in the game. That came in the second quarter. Here's Voth on the right wing. Jack drives inside around Clausing, missed the shot, followed it, won't go, rebound El Dorado.
Jack had 3 guys defending him there.
And Zay with a near steal on the baseline gets away from him out of bounds.
Well, with these two teams having split in the regular season, it'd be fitting that this thing would be a 1-point game here going into the 4th quarter of the sub-state championship game.
El Dorado to play it in to Bergstresser out high, guarded by Ricker. 7:27 to go. El Dorado 33, Buhler 32. El Dorado in the left corner, Barry Summers. Summers isolates on Willard Trask and scores it off the left baseline.
Summers has just gone off here in the second half. He's now got 16 points, 10 of them in the second.
35-32, El Dorado by 3. That matches their largest lead from the first half. They have never led by more than one possession. Here's Grant, off in the wing to Meyer. In the corner to Willard Trask. Now Ricker falls down, saves it to Voth along the left lane line. And Jack stripped and fouled by Connor Clausing. Well, we're finally calling some of that physicality inside that they refused to call in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Voth is going through the ringer inside every time.
He's got more battle scars than Thor. Second foul on Clausing, second team foul on El Dorado.
Yeah,
with Trask out, Eddie back in.
Mentioning fouls, there's only been 3 fouls called total in this entire second half.
Isaiah Hernandez into Jack. Up top, Matt Eddy. Hernandez off a screen. Zay drives to Meyer for 3. Ties the ball game.
What a big trade there by Meyer.
It comes with 6:22 to play. Summers in the lane, missed. Rebound, Jack Voth. Boy, he has been huge on the glass tonight. So big.
And he's definitely in double-double territory.
Peter with the ball the other way. 6:09 to play in a 35-all game. Neither team is led by more than 6 tonight. Here's Jackson at the right elbow. Voth missed the shot. Rebound, Matt Eddy. Out to Zay for 3. Missed. Boy, and
Wade Meyer
just got trampled on. And he is in trouble. Oh, my goodness. Almost looks like it almost looks like he had his shoulder pop out. It's kind of what it looks like to me, but now he's moving that arm. There has been so much contact inside in this game. And just the fight for the rebound, Wade Meyer got trampled on. And he is in some pain. Now the good news is that at this point, Doc's just talking to him. I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, good to see him up on his feet. Getting a nice ovation from Crusader Nation.
Yeah, he just got his bell rung.
Ouch. Well, good to see Wade up and moving around.
I think he may have gotten contact in another region as well.
Quite
Possibly by the looks of things.
I think there may have been a cheap shot. Well, Dorado the other way with the ball in a 35-all game. Kimboy off to Bergstresser. Off a screen by Clausing. Bergstresser scores. Well, that is their entire, it's ISO ball every time down the floor. That's their entire game.
Yep, they want to get just a...
And now Summers fouls Isaiah from behind. 37-35, El Dorado by 2. That'll be the third on Summers' first Wildcat with 3 fouls.
Just got another Buhler Dental Care scoreboard update. McPherson leading Pratt by 16 at the end of 3 down in Pratt.
There's Isaiah on a drive. Feeds it, Stambaugh far side. Out front to Ricker. 5:13 to play. Buhler down 2. Grant off a screen. Rolls to Eddie. To Voth. In the lane against Summers. Shot blocked, and they're going to call a foul on Summers. And he's picked up 2 quick ones in the last 30 seconds.
He's the first Wildcat to the 3-foul mark.
And does Coach Culbertson keep him in there at this point?
I have a feeling he's going to roll the dice and keep him out there with just 5 minutes left here. And they are a different team without Summers on the floor. There's no doubt about it.
Jack Voth hits the first at the line.
Something Buhler needs more of, both on the free throw line. This is just free throw number 4 and 5 for him tonight.
Tell you what, something good to see is Wade Meyer coming back in the game. He took a shot as they were scrambling in the lane for that rebound a moment ago. And I'm guessing he was seeing stars for a minute. Jack hits 2 free throws to tie the game again. 37-all. 5 minutes to go to decide the sub-state final. Here's Kimboy off to Bergstresser. His screen and roll over both and in. Well, they've got to find a way, as El Dorado now wants a timeout. They've got to find a way to better defend that isolation screen and roll out high. 39-37 El Dorado. 4:48 left here in the field house. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
In an insurance company. Hello, this is Brad Patton from Wade Patton Insurance. If you're looking for sound advice, dependable service, and the careful evaluation of your family's insurance needs, you should give us a call. At Wade Patton Insurance, we specialize in personal service. Your agent that evaluates and sells you your policy is the same agent that will be there answering questions and providing sage advice when you need it. So if you're looking for personal service from an accessible agent, check us out online or give us a call at 620-662-5469.
HKFM.
Our continuing coverage tonight of the HCC Road to a Championship. Presented by Next Tech Wireless. Sub-state final action all across the Ad Astra Sports Network tonight. We've got live audio, schedules, and scores on the sports page at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. Online at nexttechwireless.com. We are Kansas. 39-37.
Neither team can really get much separation from the other.
Eldo by 2. Buhler twice in this game has had a 2-possession lead. Once by 6, once by 5. El Dorado's never led by more than 3. Isaiah up near the timeline with 4:30 left. Here's Grant on a drive over Kimboy, and they call the block on Kimboy. That'll be his 3rd foul. And it'll put Grant Ricker at the line, who struggled there tonight. He's just one of 4.
And in a tight game like this, every free throw is that much more magnified.
These are huge. Barry Summers, who has had a second half, as Grant knocks down the first. 16 points from Summers, 10 of that in the second half. He's out there playing with 4 fouls. Second for Ricker. Around the world won't go in. 1-point game, 39-38. El Dorado across the timeline is Kimboy. Off to Bergstresser on the right wing. Here's the roll to the bucket. Bergstresser in the lane. Shot in and out, no good. That one was halfway down. Wouldn't stick, both with a rebound. Off to Isaiah. Peter's got numbers coming the other way. Wade Meyer, left corner three, missed. Rebound, loose. And they're going to call a foul on Jack Voth.
Whoa. Voth was inside, looked like he had possession.
That'll be just the first on Jack. That'll be just the second here in the half on the Crusaders. So it'll be El Dorado ball again.
Buhler have to get another stop here at the defensive end.
El Dorado Bergstresser out high. Well, there's Clausing, sets the screen at the free throw line. Every time, rebound. Buhler off a miss on the right side baseline by Bergstresser.
Well, Aaron, you were talking about how we had to have an answer for that ISO game. Jack Voth now is just defending the rim. They've got him down low, pulled off a man, just protecting bucket.
39-38, El Dorado by one. Here's Jack the other way inside. Missed. There's a foul they don't call. Matt Eddy gets the rebound. He got knocked in the face.
What effort by Eddy, though, getting that board.
Great job. Back to Jack. Out of the wing to Meyer. Wades, two as he gets knocked down. Oh, my goodness. Eddy with another rebound.
Eddy just will not let this possession die.
Grant for three. Yes!
And I tell you what a great series there for Buhler. Matthew Eddy with his unselfish boards keeps possession for Buhler. And the Crusaders with their first lead in a while.
2:48 to play on the Ricker three, makes it 41-39. El Dorado the other way. Down by two. And the ball deflected away. El Dorado saves it. Here's Summers out high. There's the screen by Clausing. They kick out to Kimboy. Now to Bergstresser. 2:22 to go. Bergstresser to Summers in the lane. And we've got a foul on the floor, I think, on Wade Meyer.
Just from reading his... No, they're going to put the foul on Eddy.
Eddy, his second. Well, Buhler with some fouls to give. That's just their third. Second on Matt Eddy.
They're going to say that's his third.
And a timeout, El Dorado. 2:18 to play. Buhler with a razor-thin lead, 41-39 here in the gym. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Check out the all-new 2022 Jeep Wagoneer at Allen Samuels in Hutch. Built for comfort and style with third-row seating, adaptive cruise control, passenger touch LED display, hands-free liftgate, keyless entry, and more. Take a test drive today. Need something smaller? We have inventory arriving daily. Check us out at allensamuelshutch.com or stop by at the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's why Mr. Samuels always says,
"Come by, let's be friends."
HKFM.
Well, we learned that our Sterling College Lady Warriors in the NAIA, they'll play next Friday at noon. Here on HKFM. Here, Buhler trying to extend their season to next week as well. Up two with 2:14 to play out of the timeout. Summers to Kimboy, right side circle, guarded by Wade Meyer. Back to Summers out high. Eddy's on him, over Voth. Charge taken by Jack Voth. Yes!
So Barry Summers' made bucket will get waved off. He will pick up his fourth personal foul. And what a turn for the Crusaders there with 2 minutes left in this championship game.
Second charge taken tonight by the big fella. Barry Summers fouls out with those 16 points.
No. Finishes with four, or he's got 4 fouls.
Oh, that is his fourth. I had him with that being his fifth. Wow. Okay. Well.
But still, that's huge, him getting 4.
Yes. Is huge.
Yes. And the made bucket getting waved off in a 2-point game, huge as well.
2 minutes to play, 41-39. Well, doesn't it feel like if you could get a 3-possession lead in this game, it would be like neither team has done that tonight. Here is Grant Ricker across that timeline to Jack Voth. Now to Zay, the senior. The final time he'll lace him up here on this floor. Here's Ricker out high. His three was huge a moment ago. Grant, far side circle, drives on Sundgren. Inside strip, taken away by Sundgren. El Dorado answers with 90 seconds to go in the game. Sundgren. And what do we got here?
Timeout El Dorado.
Crusader basketball this season on HKFM, brought to you in part by Applewhite Animal Hospital, by Erickson Custom Building, by Yoder Meats, by McKinsey Paint and Body, and by the Photo Cowboy. Thank you to all of our great sponsors. Another great season of Crusader basketball. We don't want it to end.
No. With how exciting this team's been, how exciting this season's been. But I tell you, this is what all those days in the gym in the summertime, all those free throws shot in the driveway, that's what it all comes down to. This is what these kids have worked their entire lives for, to try to get to that state tournament.
Buhler 9-1 in league, won the league title. Swept MAC, 1-1 against these Wildcats. That was their only league loss against El Dorado. They want to avenge that. In the next minute 26, up by 2. LJ Bergstresser, isolated out high on Ricker, drives, floats, missed! Rebound Bergstresser, back up, missed! Rebound Summers, tie ball game.
And who else but Barry Summers? He's now got 18.
1:04 left. Oh no, they were going to call a foul.
Bergstresser, yeah.
That's going to put Buhler at the line for 1-1.
That's Bergstresser's third. That's the 6th team foul in El Dorado, so Buhler 1 away from being in the bonus. And Hernandez, the senior leader, with a chance to try to lift the Crusaders back on top.
Zay has not shot a free throw in this game, and he missed. Rebound El Dorado. 1:01 to go. 41 all.
Everybody on their feet, or about 90% of the folks on the feet here.
El Dorado, Bergstresser on a drive, pull up, missed, rebound both. Jack through traffic, 40 seconds to play. What do you hold for the final shot here?
Let's see what coach draws up here, both out high between the rings.
Off to Isaiah, 28 seconds to play. Tied at 41. Here's Zay on a drive, layup, yes! 19 seconds to go, and a timeout. Woo. The senior says, not tonight. 43-41, Crusaders by 2. 19 seconds to go. Back in 30 seconds on HKFM of the Crusaders Sports Network.
Hut Truck is celebrating 75 years in 2022. Since 1947, Hut Truck has been the local recreation provider for Hutchinson and Reno County. Hut Truck is more than sports, wellness, and community events. We're an agency with 10 divisions, united in a vision to provide our local residents with lifelong wellness, cultural, natural, and recreational opportunities. Follow Hut Truck on social media and at huttruck.com all year long as we celebrate 75 years as your local recreation provider.
HKFM.
Aaron West, Chris Shank, Carson Moeller, thanks for tuning in. Wherever you might be listening or watching from, you got in for free. You definitely got your money's worth.
Yeah, without a doubt.
If you paid to get into this place tonight, it was worth money well spent.
Worth every penny. And oh, Nelly, let's see if the Crusader defense can hold here.
43-41. El Dorado has not made a three in this game. And that's really not their game. They want to get to the bucket. Summers with those 4 fouls will be the inbounder. 19 seconds left. Here's Kimball. He'll bring it across the timeline. Off to Bergstresser. 43-41. A steal! A steal by Matt Eddy! Anytime!
Is anytime!
What a play made by Matthew Eddy. He had those 2 huge offensive rebounds on the series where Buhler scored the 3 from Ricker, and now he gets the steal that
These 2 free throws are big.
Yes.
And Coach wants another timeout. Jack wanted us, he's ready. He's like, let me shoot, Coach.
Well, we're in a 1-and-1 situation, so.
If Jack only makes one or misses both, El Dorado can still tie or take the lead. So you need at least one of these.
Yes, yes. You do not want to have a situation where El Dorado, who hasn't made a 3 all game, has a chance to win it on a 3.
Yeah, and right now Coach Swanson is thinking about worst case scenario. What do? We have the lead. That's number 1. We got that, checks off the box. What's next? If we miss, they have 5 seconds to get down. You have 3 fouls to give. Foul, foul, foul. Make sure the guys who have 4, and there's nobody right now who has 4, so whoever is close to the ball, hack away. Don't get it intentional, but make a play on the ball, foul. Create some havoc, and then we can get some more guys in for the dead ball. Tavian Gilliam, Miles Frederick, who will get the ball and make sure there's not a shot. Now, if they throw up a desperation 3, do not
Cannot
foul.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I love Matt Eddy.
Oh, my gosh. That kid works so hard.
You're going to look at the box score and think, well, he really didn't do anything tonight. Only the biggest steal of the game.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
And those 2 big offensive boards he had when Buhler was tied at 41, or down 1.
Jack Foth at the line. The MVP of this team, there's no doubt about that. With a 1-and-1. Got the first. Second to make it a 2-possession game for just the 3rd time. Buhler led by 6 in the first half, by 5 once in the second half. Second, missed. Rebound, El Dorado. Boy, I'd foul. There's the foul given by Wade Meyer with 2.9 to go. And you, to your credit, Carson, foul on the inbound again. Use some more clock.
Yes. Yeah, the clock is Buehler's friend.
Diedrich Willard-Trask is going to come back. As now El Dorado calls a timeout. 2.9 seconds left. El Dorado will inbound far side, down by 3. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Allen Samuels and Hutch is proud to support our community and local businesses, and we promise to continue to do so. Follow us on Facebook and join in our weekly giveaways. Check out our website at allensamuelshutch.com for our new inventory arriving daily. And remember, Ladies' Day is every Tuesday for discounted oil changes, tire rotation, and a free car wash. Allen Samuels on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine and Hutch. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's why Mr. Samuels always says,
"Come by, let's be friends."
HKFM.
Well, you have 4 quarters, 32 minutes. It's going to take every second tonight to decide who the winner is.
Yes. Well, these guys split in the regular season. I mean, El Dorado and Carson, you've seen it on the gridiron. They've gotten leaps and bounds better from where they were. And what a battle. When you split in the regular season and you meet up in the sub-state title game, you knew it's going to be a battle.
It's gone final. Mack has beaten Pratt 60-39. At the half, Rock Creek leading Abilene 20-19. El Dorado to inbound, 2.9 left. Sundgren will shoot the 3, missed. That's ball game! Back to the state tournament. 44-41. Somehow, some way, they just find a way. What a game, what a team, what a season, what a win. 44-41. Buhler wins it here on the final game played on this floor this season. And for the 27th time in school history, the maroon and white have punched their ticket to the state tournament. Oh my goodness, what a game.
Golly, this is one of those unforgettable memories. There's some celebration going on the court. Love it for these guys. El Dorado played unbelievably well, and for Buhler to come out with the victory is awesome.
Buhler out outscores El Dorado by 4 in the fourth. As El Dorado was up 1 at the end of 3 in this game, 33-32. But boy, the makings of two teams that know each other so well. Neither team could get away from the other in this game.
Yeah, both teams have a lot of talented players, a lot of great shooters. Definitely it being a lower scoring game kind of favored Buhler because El Dorado, a team that likes to run and gun, but hats off to the Crusaders as some adversity tonight that they faced. They were able to overcome it, keep their composure, and get back to Salina.
44-41 the final. Buhler improves their season mark to 18-4 through 22 games. It is the 96th win all-time for Coach Ryan Swanson. The El Dorado Wildcats will finish their season at 14-8. And what a group of seniors with Kim Boy, Sundgren, Baker, Clausing. It is, you know, I don't have the history of El Dorado basketball, but this has got to be right up there with one of their best teams ever.
Yeah, I mean, they were a well-deserving team to advance this far, and if El Dorado had advanced tonight, they were going to be a team that could do something at state. So, but yeah, that's a good, hard-fought win tonight for Buhler over a very talented El Dorado team.
There were two huge shots in that fourth quarter. Grant Ricker got a 3 off a second miss and offensive rebound. And then the layup by Isaiah, who just drove and would not be denied. That's a senior who is determined not to play his final game.
Well, and that's the thing about Isaiah. He's a kid that doesn't shoot very much, but you think about when he took off. I mean, from the instant he took off, you knew he is going to that rim come heck or high water, and he was able to get there and get the lay-in.
All right, Buhler wins it 44-41. A lot to digest here as the Crusaders are headed next week to the 4A state tournament in Salina. We'll come back with our post-game in 2 minutes on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Stay tuned for the Shirt Shack post-game show. Shirt Shack, where the shirt hits the fans. Coming up, the Whifco Steel Products Player of the Game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier 2-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today to learn more about what we have to offer. Visit hutchcc.edu/admissions for more information.
Yoder Meats is way more than just meat, but if you're looking for grain-fed, locally raised, antibiotic-free, and no hormone-added beef, Yoder Meats is the place. Feed the family with your choice of bundles or smaller butcher bags designed with a variety of meats to fit your needs. They have exotic meats too, and a wide variety of delicious cheeses, baked goods, groceries, specialty candies, gift items, and even products for your pet. Get it all at Yoder Meats in Yoder, open 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday. Find specials at yodermeatsks.com.
Some of the most important ingredients are the ones you can't see. At Countryside Feed, we offer consistency. Feed recipes customized specifically for your herd with meticulous formulas to provide reliable nutrition time after time. And traceability. The ability to track ingredients from field to food to farm. To learn more, go to CountrysideFeed.com or stop by and see us in Hillsboro or Mound Ridge.
Your livestock need top quality.
First lead in a while.
Pride by Countryside.
At Hanson Orthodontics, Dr. Levi Hanson combines years of orthodontic experience with the outstanding efforts of his entire team to provide excellent orthodontic results and smiles our patients are proud to show off. Hanson Orthodontics is all about creating healthy smiles every day. What are you waiting for? Their consultations are free. See why so many patients place their trust in Hanson Orthodontics for their care. Contact their offices in Goddard, Hutchinson, and Wichita, or check out smilesbyhanson.com today.
HKFM.
Well, back here in our post-game, part of our HCC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless, with coverage across the Ad Astra Sports Network tonight of sub-state finals. Teams everywhere punching their state to ticket to state. including the Buhler Crusaders here in the gym on their home floor tonight as the number 2 seed in the 4A West. How close was this game? There were 10 lead changes tonight. Neither team led by more than 6. Buhler had a 6-point lead briefly in the first half. El Dorado led on a number of occasions by many as 3. Of those 10 lead changes, the last came in the fourth quarter on this huge shot by Grant Ricker. Grant for 3, yes!
And I tell you what a great series there for Buhler. Matthew Eddy with his unselfish boards keeps possession for Buhler, and the Crusaders with their first lead in a while.
That was with 2:48 to play in the game. You heard that was off 2 misses, that Ricker 3. Well, you take the rebounding, both obviously was huge, and then Eddy as well.
Yeah, I mean, and it was one of those nights that both teams were crashing the glass hard. I mean, they really let those guys brawl inside, so if you got a board tonight, you had to work for it. I mean, there wasn't many calls going on inside, but, yeah, just a great effort and just neat to see a guy like Matt Eddy. You never know who's going to be a guy that's going to have, a big night, and he had some incredibly important plays this evening.
But if Matt Eddy's in the game, you never know what's going to happen.
No, you don't. It's usually good for his team. El Dorado would come back and tie the game at 41 all. And then this shot by Isaiah Hernandez put Buhler in front for good. Tied at 41. Here's Zay on a drive layup. Yes! 19 seconds to go. And a timeout. And we'll make that our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game. Phillip on top-tier gasoline, snacks, and more at Dix Phillips 66. Family-owned at 4th and Stevens in Hutch. Every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66. And that's a senior, a guy who rarely looks for his own shot, just determined not to finish his season.
Yeah, and something I was going to talk about Isaiah. You think about how there was a good chunk of the first half where he was sidelined with all that foul trouble, and Buhler had a lot of more turnovers tonight than normal, and a lot of that's just because without Isaiah's steady hand at the till, things get a little bit more dicey. But, yeah, Hernandez, like you said, he's a very unselfish player, and when he took off that time, you knew he was going to go for broke.
Well, and Zay is so steady. The emotion that we saw him display in the first half and some frustration, very out of characteristic for him. And that just that shows you by that emotion getting the technical by Zay how frustrated this team was or some of the way that things went in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it early in the season. We haven't talked about it as much of late, but adversity, what's going to happen when they faced it? And boy, howdy, did they face some of it in the first half. And I mean, I see why he's frustrated. I had a different vantage point on the play before he got the technical call, and I thought he was right, and so did he. And Zay, being the basketball player he was, wanted some explanation. Now, they didn't want to give it to him, and so he held the ball back till he got some, and that's what got him the technical. And once that happened, blood started boiling on every side, officials, both teams, and that's where we ended the first half. And so you go through that. You see, I saw Jack Voth after Coach Swanson got the technical saying, "Coach, I got your back. I got your back. Here we go. Let's go do this right now." And second half, what happens? Comes out, gets the ball, gets some points, and the senior, when he saw a crease, he took it and saved his season. Man, if you can't love the game that we just saw, I don't know. But that was an incredible basketball game. All the fans were incredible. El Dorado was out here in full force. The student section was insane. This is one heck of a game. And shout out to El Dorado. They played their butts off. This was an El Dorado team that didn't go away very much. We always saw them in presence, whether it was forcing turnovers or shooting the ball. Now, they didn't hit any threes like they want to, which might have cost them the game, but all you got to do is win by one, and Buhler got 3.
Did you hear him say that an athlete thought he was right? I didn't know that ever happened. But kind of rolling off that, the frustration that they had in the first half, and we figured they'd come together in the locker room and say, okay, let's go out and start over, and they really did. And it didn't let that carry over into the second half.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, sometimes if a team just gets one technical, it really kind of knocks them off their dauber a little bit and starts getting in their head. But, Coach Swanson was able to kind of get everybody, geared back in and calm down. And, obviously this team plays with a lot of heart, a lot of energy, and a lot of effort. Sometimes, that passion can get you into trouble, but they did a good job of managing it and making the plays down the home stretch when they needed to. And a big thing, too, and we talked about it, this team just didn't panic. No matter what kind of adversity they faced tonight, they did not panic, and that's why they're heading to Salina next week.
All right, 17 points by Jack Voth, our Wifco Steel Products player of the game. From storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms, Wifco Steel Products is the expert in steel fabrication online at wifcosp.com. And every one of those buckets was hard-earned by Jack Voth tonight. As obviously their MO coming in was to take him out of the game. We'll get you final numbers coming up, and we'll get final thoughts from Coach when we come back on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
More of the Shirt Shack postgame show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn, powered by Nextech Wireless.
Get amazing coverage and unlimited talk, text, and data with Nextech Wireless Advance Pay. These prepaid services mean you're not locked into a contract. Plus, you can get 4 lines for $100 and devices on us. The best part is, you don't have to be a prepaid customer forever. Come build your credit history with Nextech Wireless, then get the phone you really want. Nextech Wireless. We are Kansas.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron inviting you to help the environment and put a little cash in your pocket by bringing us your recyclable metals to 700 South Main and Hatch. Have questions? Give us a call at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
I have children that are younger in grade school, and then I have high school children who go to see Dr. Ediger. I was super impressed with how he made my daughter feel so comfortable. Dr. Ediger is great with all ages. He does an awesome job.
Hi, this is Dr. Corey Ediger, inviting you and your family to call me at 663-9136. That's 663-9136. Or stop by my office on East 30th to make an appointment today at Ediger Family Dental.
Their patients come first.
HKFM.
Well, waiting on Coach here. Let's go over some of the final numbers in this game. Brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at AdamsBrownCPA.com. Neither team with bigger than a 6-point lead in the game. We talked about the 10 lead changes. It was tied 21 all at halftime. It was a 1-point game at the end of the third. And then Buhler outscores El Dorado by 4 in the fourth quarter to win it, 44-41. And a lot of people hanging around. A lot of people hanging around after this one. Let's take a look at some of the individual numbers. Barry Summers with 18 for El Dorado. Jeremiah Kimboy with 7. Trip Baker with 2. L.J. Bergstresser with 11. And Connor Clausing with 3. Peter got 17 from Jack Voth. Grant Ricker with 13. Diedrich with 2. Wade Meyer with 5. Isaiah Hernandez with 5. And Matt Eddy with 2. One of the stats I was telling you, Christopher, El Dorado was +6 at the free throw line in the first half, 9 of 12. They did not shoot a free throw in the second half.
That's a pretty incredible statistic right there with how well they were at getting to the line in the first half.
All right, Buhler senior Isaiah Hernandez with us. Zay, first of all, congrats, man.
Thank you.
We are so happy for you, so proud for you. The shot that you took late in the game to give your lead team the final lead for the time, final time, 43-41, you went in on the layup. Is it just you determined not to finish tonight?
Well, like I told Billy not too long ago, I usually drive. Someone comes up on me, I give it to the open man, but I saw Jack seal off his dude, so I was like, I'm just going to take it. You know, it's kind of just like parting the Red Sea, and wide open layup, might as well.
Talk about this team and the adversity you guys have faced this year. You battled some sickness, obviously, when you went to El Dorado, that loss. You were down some guys. You played in some monster games this year, and it just seems like time after time you guys find a way to come out on top. Why is that?
We come together as a team, and we kind of play as a team, like Coach said in the locker room. We don't give up. We don't just go one-man show the whole time. We kind of get it to the dude who's going off that night, and we let him work. And if, that guy's not doing it, we give it to the other dude. And, we've only had like 2 20-plus point wins, and all the others are 10 or less. And, we kind of just fight to the end to get us that victory. And we obviously did tonight.
Well, Isaiah, with it being your senior year, your final game on this floor, just what were some of the emotions going through you tonight, especially down the home stretch?
Well, I think it was Jack got fouled at the end, and we kind of just walked the ball across, and at that point I kind of just knew it was over and we were going to go to state. And I knew Jack is so efficient at the free throw line, and I knew he was going to knock at least one of them down, and it was going to have to make him hit a 3 at the end, and I thought that kid actually hit the 3, and so I was just like, oh, shoot, we're going to overtime. But luckily he missed and came out with the victory, and now we're on to state.
The other important thing to talk about, you guys overcoming adversity. There was some emotions in that first half. Some things didn't go your way, and I was really proud of you guys for coming out in the second half and not letting that affect the rest of the game.
Yeah. I came out, kind of got in my head a little bit with 3 fouls. Coach sat me with like 2 minutes left in the first half, and I came out of the locker room, looked up in the stands at my parents, and they were just kind of like, calm down, you're good. And so I took their advice and calmed down and kind of played with the team like I always do and give it to the open person, like I said. And
that may have been the first time all year you've had 3 fouls in a game.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen very often. So, well, buddy, again, they're cutting the nets down here. We'll let you go be a part of that, but we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Hey, we'll see you next week, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
See you in the Salina.
Yes.
Isaiah Hernandez with us here in our postgame. So proud of him, and, of course, the other senior on this team, Wes Miller. It's been a complete team all season. We obviously give a lot of credit to Jack. Grant gets a lot of attention as well, but there's not one guy on this roster that hasn't contributed in some way.
Oh, yeah. You think about, just up and down that roster, every single one of those guys has taken a charge at a big time, had a big board at a certain moment. You think even in like the McPherson game when Wes Miller had to come off the bench and played some big minutes. Every single guy has contributed, and it's just a fun group of young men to watch and cheer for.
All right, as they continue to cut down the nets, we may not be the last guys out of here tonight. They may stay a while and soak this in. We're going to get some thoughts here from Coach. Coach, I guess we were talking with Isaiah, and the overarching theme on this season has just been your guys and their ability to overcome adversity, to overcome what's put in front of them, a brutal schedule. You've battled some sickness and some different things this year, and you did it again. You found a way when some things weren't going your way to come out in the second half and overcome that.
These guys just find a way to win close games. And I wish I could tell you it was coaching, but it's not. It's just heart and courage and just guys that took over. And what can I say? I'm just so happy for them, and for a group of guys that people didn't expect a whole lot out of, but they always expected out of themselves. That's kind of heart they have, and this is very this is rewarding. To let these boys get up there and cut nets down, and told in the locker room, it's something that it's a memory that'll last them the rest of their life.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
How do you approach that? Is the coach a lot of emotion in that first half, and some things didn't go your way? How do you your guys did a great job of coming out in the second half and kind of putting that behind them.
Well, when we first went in the locker room before I even met with my coaches, I told the guys, I said, things could not have gone any worse for us the first half, and we're tied. And I looked at Isaiah because I could tell he was still pretty ticked off. And I said, Isaiah, you have to get your composure, and so do I. And we'll battle through it. We'll win. you know, and that's how we approached it. Is, you know, technical fouls, a lot of free throws, some calls that we felt didn't go our way, but yet they showed some resiliency. There's a lot of heart. You know, this will surprise everybody, but Ricker was in there yelling at everybody to keep your heads up, and we got to win this game, and we got to guard. You know, so that, you know, that's how you approach it, and then you know, it's so much emotion out here anyway, and I can't begin to thank our folks that were the people that were here, and our students, and just, you know.
We said earlier this year in the MAC win here, that's the loudest we'd ever heard the Fieldhouse. I think this topped it tonight.
Yeah, I think so too. I couldn't hear it as good because I was sitting down, but over there. But you know, when I'm standing, I hear it a little better. But you know, they work so hard to earn this home game, and you know, and the home game won us the game. Our body of work throughout the year, even against the schedule we've played, earned us the home game. But it doesn't mean a lot if you don't have the kind of support tonight that we did. And so it just gave us the huge lift. I think it created some confusion for them, especially at the end defensively. And that's probably how Isaiah was able to get to the rim uncontested. I think that's why they're probably a big part of the reason why they turned it over at the end. And so I'm just glad it went our way. Very, very proud of the kids.
They're going to be calling your number over there soon, Coach.
There's another net. I'll get it later. This is for them.
Oh, goodness. Well,
yeah, I just really happy for these boys, you know, because even though they're mostly juniors, and I didn't get Wes in the game tonight, but I love him, and he's played some big moments for us. You know, tonight it's just about matchups, and we might, if we see a team with big body at State, we're definitely going to need old Wes, and he's such a good kid. He's never pouts, never, hey, I should have played. He understands. Do I have time?
They're waiting on you, Coach.
Ahead,
You're
Coach.
Yes.
Okay.
Congratulations.
All right, guys. Thank you.
We're so proud of this team, Coach, and we're going to let him go cut down the net. I do want to get Moeller over here one more time before we get off the air. This is Cartson's final game with us, so fun to see your team win. Of course, we've been in those moments where our team has lost before, and the heartbreak. You can't ever take any of this for granted, can you?
No doubt. I mean, you think about all the teams across 4A, only 8 of them get to that state tournament, and Buhler has the fortune of being one of the 8 to get to continue their season on.
All right, let's Carson Moeller. We need you on the headset here one final time as we wrap it up from Sub-State and on to the state tournament. Crusader men will play Thursday next week, and with the McPherson win tonight, there is a chance it could be Buhler and Mac in the first round. We wouldn't want it any other way, right?
Yep.
See them 3 times in a year. It's hard to beat a team 3 times. It's not only twice, but 3 times, and it's going to be a matchup that this entire school is going to look forward to.
Well, man, I just want to say to you, thank you. Last year, we did this partnership together. We decided to put the radio and the video together and to give you guys an opportunity to get some on-air experience. And we're so proud of you guys and thankful for the partnership. We've had some great nights with people being able to view in. And I know that there are people all over the United States who can't be here but want to watch a grandson or a nephew or a niece play, and they're able to do that because of your videos. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, you guys being able to partner with us and us being able to partner with you has really helped us out. It means so much to us. I know I speak for Colton, who always is behind the camera. He does so much work, and all the guys that are a part of it, football, baseball, whatever it is. It means a lot. And this is my last game with a part of CSN on the headset. And so for it to be this memorable, to do it with you guys, one last ride, it means a lot.
Absolutely. He's leaving us for the student section next week.
I'm still in high school, you know. You gotta give it one more, especially Buhler Mac. I've got a lot pent up in here. We got to let it all out.
We want you to go enjoy it. And Heinze will spend a lot of time with me during baseball.